make sure you're subscribed to JerCrispy.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Let's get it started. What's up, y'all? The show's most that's the most. JerCrispy, we're making that video. I think we starting to forgot about Dwyane Wade. Not my GOAT. Dwyane Wade. And who is we? Who is we? I didn't forget about him. Who is we? Who is we? That's what I want to know. I think we starting to forget about Dwyane Wade. How? Who? Forget? Forgot? Forget? Forgot? Who forgot to get that man? Man. Realize Dwyane Wade is my favorite basketball player all time. I don't care what nobody said. Oh, you don't like Kyrie. You don't like LeBron. You don't like LeBron James. You don't like Kevin Durant. You don't like Kyrie. You don't like Kyrie. I love all of them. But nobody can never have a special place of the love of game in basketball than Dwyane Wade. Seeing him play, bro, like he inspired me to play basketball. Like seeing his highlights and seeing how the way he moved, bro, out hustling everybody on just to get the boys dunking on it. And his height, bro. I thought I could dunk on dudes too. His height. But if I ever get a chance to meet Dwyane Wade in real life, I would love to take a picture with him, have a nice, good conversation with him. He might bring him on the stream one day. 1v1 him. For some money. For some money, man. If I lose, that's what it is. We're going to go to 10. We're going to go to 10. And if I lose, yeah, I don't know. At best, I'm probably dropping about 4 points on Dwyane Wade. At best. At best, 4, not if I feeling confident, probably like 6 at best. But 4 is at best for me. So I don't know. It just depends. But yeah, let's go ahead and get on to this video. One day we will talk about it. What y'all should do one day or whenever the chance comes. You know, hope later down the line we can see Dwyane Wade. Dwyane Wade. Damn. Seeing that, bro, might be a exciting day. That might be actually the goodest day. Might need to put that on a scrapbook. All right, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We're on the road to 500. And let's see what's going on. Last time we watched Post 2K was with the LeBron Kyrie stuff. So let's see what's going on with this. I know I ain't never forgot about Dwyane Wade. That's my nigga. That's my GOAT.
Dwyane Wade was never supposed to be forgotten.
Yeah.
One of the greatest guards in NBA history, yet somehow he's the one people overlook. It was all about Shaq, then LeBron, and hey,
first of all, ain't nobody care about Shaq like that. I'm sorry. The only time Shaq was cared about was Kobe. If you want to argue that in the comments, let's argue about it. The only time Shaq was cared was only with Kobe, bro. Be for real. Let's be for real. That when he with the Magics. That's the only time Shaq was actually getting cared of. The Heat, yeah. I feel like it was LeBron and Dwyane Wade team right there. Chris Bosh. At best, that was the trio.
what was Kobe up to? D-Wade found himself in the shadows, even at his...
But he was never in the shadows. That's the thing about it. Dwyane Wade made it so many moves, so many memorable things. Like, who else trying to copy? They got people to this day still trying to copy the LeBron and Dwyane Wade setup. And that was pretty brutal. Like, come on now.
peak, he won a championship, built Miami into a powerhouse, and then saw
about 2 times. 3 times, man. He brought Miami. Some none of these dudes now could bring to Miami. Now watch, like, freaking 2 to 5 years later, Miami gonna win the championship. If that happened, hey man, I'm gonna just doubt the dude down and just say, hey man, you did it. You did it. You proved me wrong. But to this day, I don't think they're gonna do it. I don't know.
injuries take him out of the spotlight, and before he knew it, Wade County had become LeBron's team. But the thing is, he welcomed it. Dwyane was willing to sacrifice because winning mattered more. He took pay cuts, gave up power and superstardom to watch his team reach the pinnacle. But
y'all know Chris Paul was actually supposed to be on this team. So Chris Paul could have got a ring, but no, he wanted to, well, I want to get number 3. You know, like we ain't got number 9 open, or we have 6, or, oh wait, no, 6 already took it. Like they had 9, 13, like he could have played with all the different numbers like he was playing. But I want to play number 3. Like, come on.
In the end, all that
Love you,
loyalty
Chris Paul. Even though Blame Boy called you Zero, Paul with no rings, or whatever he called you.
meant nothing. When he came to get the money he deserved, Miami pushed him out of his own house. The man who made the Heat relevant wasn't even appreciated by the team he had sacrificed everything for.
Thanks.
And in a way, that was Wade's entire career.
Without Dwyane Wade and Shaq for them first year, y'all would have never got a championship. Remember that. And without LeBron James and Dwyane Wade, y'all would have never got a championship. Now back-to-back 2 years too.
An all-time great who never got treated like one.
But before injuries, I'm like, MJ, I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
Dwyane Wade's playstyle was constantly on full throttle. He played every game like his life was on the line, which was a reflection of his childhood. Growing up on the south side of Chicago, Wade was surrounded by drugs, gang culture, and poverty. His mother was a victim of that life. She battled substance abuse and was in and out of jail, leaving Dwyane on
Dwyane Wade looked just like his mama. I just wanted to put that out there, my bad.
his own to figure out how to live in this violent world. But in 1990, he got his lifeline. At 8 years old, Wade's father stepped in, took custody, and moved him into his place in a different part of town, changing the trajectory of his life. In the early 90s, his father introduced him to basketball, and as a Chicago native during this time, Michael Jordan was everything. He was the hero Dwyane wanted to model his game after, and he did a damn good job. By his senior year in high school, Wade was the best player in the state. However, colleges were hesitant to recruit him because of his bad grades. All of them except Marquette. They took a shot on the kid, and despite missing his freshman season due to academic ineligibility, Dwyane put in work off the court and earned the green light for his sophomore season. Right out the gates, D-Wade became one of the best players in the country, despite playing the season with a torn meniscus. So that offseason, he had his left meniscus removed, sacrificing long-term health for a quicker return to the court. A decision that seemed right for now. In 2003, Wade shook the nation, leading Marquette to the Final Four, which skyrocketed his draft stock into the top 10. Yeah, D-Wade was still overlooked. An
Hold on. Wait. Dwyane Wade and LeBron James in the same draft class? I did not know that. Hold on.
Into the top 10.
Yo, look at it. Look at the draft class of this. LeBron is number 1. And Kamala Anthony, Chris Bosh. Who else we got? TJ4. Don't know who that is. Rest of y'all don't know who y'all is. Besides Dwyane Wade, Chris Bosh, Samantha Anthony, and we got LeBron James. Yeah,
D-Wade was still overlooked, an afterthought in a draft.
Hey, I mean, 7 is something. 7 was special. I'm just saying. To me, 7 looks special. That's a good spot.
Headlined by generational talents, but whoever lands him is about to hit gold.
With the 5th pick in the 2003 NBA draft.
Oh, and he got the 5th pick. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The best pick right there. 5th. Nice, good spot.
The Miami Heat.
So Miami Heat already know he was about to be up there. Top 5. Top 5 picks right there. That ass. Number 1 pick in my books, but you know.
Dwyane Wade from Marquette University.
Yeah.
Drafted 5th overall, Dwyane Wade was off to Miami, a city where its bright lights and endless beaches masked a franchise searching for a purpose. The Heat had fallen into mediocrity after a decade of early playoff exits. They were desperate for a savior who can electrify the city and lead them to glory, and that hero had fallen right into their lap.
Yeah.
As a rookie, D-Wade took a team that won 25 games the previous season to the playoffs, where we saw flashes of superstardom. In his first postseason game with the clock winding down, he crosses over and floats home the game winner with 1 second left. The Heat, however, would go on to lose in round 2.
Okay.
But that's all Miami had to see. This was the savior they'd been looking for. In fact, they were so confident in the kid that they went all in.
The major headline around the league tonight, the Los Angeles Lakers and Miami Heat have agreed to a trade that will send Shaquille O'Neal, one of the greatest big men of all time, to sunny South Florida.
Miami's two-headed monster bulldozed through the NBA in 2005. Shaq was his dominant self, while D-Wade became one of the elite two-way players in the game.
Yeah.
On defense, he had a sixth sense for steals and deflections.
So wait, real question. For Shaq, who was a better teammate, Dwyane Wade or Kobe Bryant? Hold on, Shaq. Why ain't nobody never asked this man Shaq that question? Was Dwyane Wade or Kobe Bryant? R.I.P. He's a go-to. Is the best teammate? Who is your best teammate out of those two?
And could block shots like a center. While on offense, he was a one-man fast break. No one could stay in front of him. So much so that Shaq nicknamed him the Flash. And the only thing that could slow him down was an injury. Up 3-2 in the Eastern Conference Finals against the defending champions, Wade missed Game 6 due to a strained rib muscle. Detroit won, seized the momentum, and won Game 7 to make it to the finals. Had it not been for the injury, the Heat likely play for a championship. But you can't get caught up in that what-if mentality in this league. It's just the nature of the sport. This had to happen. It was the spark. Wade put the league on notice in 2006, leaping up to 27 points a night and leading the Heat to 52 wins as the second seed in their conference. They'd go on to beat his hometown Bulls in 6 in round 1, torch the Nets in 5, and in an Eastern Conference Finals rematch against the 64-win Pistons, the Flash took care of unfinished business. He averaged 26 points on 62% shooting with 5 boards, 5 dimes, and elite defensive play to miraculously make it to the end.
And you see why I was so inspired to wanting to play basketball so bad, bro? Because of Dwyane Wade. Like, look how he was playing, bro. Like, speed, fast, quick, bro. Like, quick ball. Like, never, like, complain. Just play the basketball. Loved it. Never wanted to do nothing wrong with the love of the sport, bro.
NBA Finals. Bad news, they're facing Dirk Nowitzki right smack in the middle of his prime. And it was a reality check. A 2-0 series deficit right off the rip. It seemed like it was all too much too soon for D-Wade, and with Shaq getting double-teamed into oblivion, the Heat looked dead in the water. They needed a spark, a miracle, a savior.
Welcome to beautiful Miami, Florida, where tonight this city will host its first ever NBA Finals game. But their beloved Heat, who's in a desperate situation, in need of a win, trailing the Dallas Mavericks 2 games to nothing.
Yeah, gotta turn it down, double J. Yeah. Remember, Dwyane Wade is the GOAT. He might not have the stats as a GOAT, but he's a GOAT. He got 3 rings. How many of y'all NBA players right now got 3 rings? Cricket, that's what I thought. Okay, Shaq.
2 games apiece. Wade pulls up.
I'm glad the Heat's picked up Shaq. The right man to pick him up. Imagine if they had got Dwight Howard on that team too. Bruh. The boys would have been crazy. So wait, what year they got Chris Bosh? Like Chris Bosh joined like right after that season.
Dwyane Wade again.
Yeah.
Wade looking.
That one.
Pulls up, banks it in. Tie game. And Miami wins again to take a 3-2 lead. The NBA season could come to an end tonight. The Miami Heat win.
Ooh, that suit fine. That suit clean. Hold on. Fine, man. What? Clean as man. That nigga clean with it. Nigga, the only nigga can write highlighted green, bro. Light green with it, man. That nigga came in that bitch smiling. Hold on.
The Miami Heat win.
That's a cool light green right there.
And they're champions. Wade spinning, falling away. Wade. Now, are you going to foul? Terry puts it up. Won't go.
We missed. Yeah.
They've done it. They win their first championship in franchise history.
Congratulations to
Yeah.
2006 MVP Dwyane Wade.
I was a little nigga in
In just his
2006.
3rd season at 24 years old, D-Wade put up 34 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block per game to win the championship and the Finals MVP, and delivered by Shaq. I mean, look at the numbers this dude put up after going down 2-0. It's one of the great Finals carry jobs ever. For the first time in his career, Wade wasn't overshadowed. He was the man, and being the 5th pick in the draft just 3 years ago now seems like the steal of the decade. This kid has the potential to become one of the greats. But you know what they say, the quicker you rise, the harder you fall.
Why you say that? Flashpoints. What about flashpoints?
The NBA landscape is an unforgiving beast. Think of it as a carousel. One day you're the greatest player in the world, riding high in the spotlight, praised as the next Michael Jordan. Then things don't go your way, and suddenly the ride spins out of control and throws you off.
I'm telling y'all, I told y'all Dwyane Wade still could have played basketball. Today, nowadays, he could still play basketball. He could have still played basketball. It was just injuries, man. If them injuries never caught up to him, he would have still been playing, bro.
Finds any excuse to put someone else in your place. Someone new, someone fresh. D-Wade experienced it firsthand. Chasing a repeat in 2007, Wade dislocated his left shoulder.
Ooh.
Miami lost in round 1. He undergoes surgery on both his shoulder and his left knee as the spotlight snaps to another young superstar fresh off a finals appearance. In 2008, Miami cratered with a 15-67 record. They traded Shaq, and with nagging pain to that left knee that's been bothering him since college, Wade was shut down for the second half of the season. And now, just like that, the league had moved on, leaving him in the shadows. So how about a
No, they didn't leave him in the shadow. You probably think they left him in the shadow, but he was still turning up in Miami. People still was tending to the games, even though that happened. So when LeBron finally made that move, as he did, he made that move to go to Miami. Don't say my dog may not have no spark. My dog still had the spark, man.
introduction
Stop playing with
on
him,
the world's
man.
biggest stage? Prior to his rookie season, Dwyane Wade was on that 2004 Olympic roster that suffered one of the greatest meltdowns in USA basketball history. Fast forward to Beijing in 2008, and Wade had redemption on his mind, both for his country and himself. As part of the USA's Redeem team with the likes of Kobe, LeBron, Carmelo, and Bosh, it was Wade who led the team in scoring to capture the gold medal. An achievement that Dwyane later called the most important moment of his career. It was his reintroduction to the world, and above all, he was finally
Imagine if Dwyane Wade went to the Lakers and played point guard. Him and Kobe and Shaq would actually been a dominant trio. That actually would have been a dominant trio right there, like low key.
healthy. Back in the NBA, the Flash was on that type of timing once again.
Yeah.
The speed, the pop, the explosive athleticism, it was all back.
So, like, then why you saying he lost, like, he was in the shadows and he still got that popping, you know, all that spark? My dog, yeah. Anyways, I know y'all tired of that. Nigga. They probably like, man, this nigga don't shut up and let the video play.
He won the
I'm just
scoring
saying.
title, averaging 30 points per game, alongside 5 boards, 7 dimes, 2 steals, and a block in one of the all-time seasons we've seen from a guard. Oh, and he did this too.
Chalmers
Yeah.
with 2. Wade
Yeah.
puts it up for the win.
Yeah. I bet none of y'all NBA players never did a half-court shot. I don't care about jokers. Jokers don't count. Jokers do not count. That nigga form is weird. That nigga, something wrong with that nigga Joker. They need to drug test that man. Anyways. Yeah.
09 D Wade had me floating. Was he MVP worthy? No. But he did finish 3rd in voting behind LeBron and Kobe, and 3rd in Defensive Player of the Year voting as well.
Okay.
Wade was at his peak, re-established as one of the top players in the world. The season, however, ended in the first round. And I mean, at this point, another championship was an afterthought. Dwyane was virtually alone. The team was a mix of young and old role players with no sense of identity. And surprisingly, we'd see the same roster in 2010. Coming off a career-defining season, Wade had to suffer another first-round exit with no help around him. Heat fans found it baffling how management wouldn't get their superstar any help. But little did they know.
Oh, that's the Heat fault then. No, that was actually Heat fault because he could have got way more a lot of people to come through that mug. They could have got LeBron before LeBron made that decision. Could have been put that money down. Chris Bosh.
Pat Riley had something cooking behind the
Okay,
scenes.
Pat Riley, hold on.
The reinforcements were on their way.
LeBron James. LeBron James. Yay!
Can you feel it? South Florida is electric, knowing the Miami Heat has now secured 3 of the NBA's biggest names to play right here next season.
Tonight, the trio is complete. LeBron James joining Dwyane Wade and Chris Bosh to play for the Heat.
The days of having no help in Miami were over. The reigning back-to-back MVP LeBron James and multi-time All-Star Chris Bosh were joining Wade in the 305, creating the most polarizing big three the sport has ever seen. And it was showtime. Lobs, slams, posters, speed, flash, you name it. They were a transition nightmare. They won 58 games and thrashed the East to get to the finals, where Wade would meet the same man whom he stole the title from 6 years ago. The encore, however, fell short. Miami collapsed, losing to Dallas in 6 in one of the all-time finals shockers. Wade played to his usual standard.
But another year after that, they came back and they whooped them to get it. So, yeah.
But the newly acquired king did not. There was a lack of focus and hesitancy in his game. It wasn't caused by bad blood, but rather an underlying tension between Dwyane and LeBron. No one knew whose team it was during that 2011 run. It was a your turn, my turn, evenly sharing the load type of dynamic, and it led to failure. So Wade took it upon himself to hand over the car keys and take a step back, as he told LeBron, "You're the best player in the world. We'll follow your lead. And most notably, I don't want another scoring title, I'm trying to win."
Yeah.
How many other players of Wade's caliber would willingly take a step back and sacrifice everything?
Not wrong for this saying this, but you know, y'all know it's true. Kobe would never did this. Shaq, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird. I think that's it really.
to let the better player lead them to victory. Wade put his pride to the side. He had no ego. It was all about winning. And over the next 2 seasons, they did a whole lot of it.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Game 1 of the 2012 NBA Finals. What a matchup. The 2 best teams led by arguably the 2 best players on the planet.
Durant. That was young KD right there. Before, he didn't brush his hair or nothing like that. Hey! And I was young Westbrook too. So wait, what year they got Ray Allen on this mug? That had to be the year after.
James rifle passed away, and oh, what a pass! Tries a 3. Bang! LeBron James from downtown. Stolen again in the open floor. Wade sidesteps Westbrook, backs it in, and a foul.
That one.
The Miami Heat are once again NBA champions. LeBron James captures that elusive title he so desperately coveted.
And they got another one after that year too.
The American Airlines Arena is hot, and it's where the 2013 NBA Finals begins. Oh, gets in and throws it down.
Yeah, you better stop playing, man. Put some respect in that man's name, man. Block. By LeBron. And one. Yeah. Get that rebound. There you go. See, that's why I think we got Ray that last year after that. This young Kawhi Leonard. I wonder if Kawhi Leonard would have stayed with the Spurs, whatever they pick up Wembanyama, went bananas.
The 2013 NBA championship resides once again in Miami.
Yeah.
In 2012, the Heat manhandle a thunderous OKC squad before running it back in 2013 against Duncan and the Spurs to secure back-to-back championships. All those sacrifices were absolutely worth it. D-Wade is a 3-time champ with a legacy that is all but cemented. But hold on.
Remember that. Dwyane Wade, he said Dwyane Wade was a 3-time champ. If none of y'all NBA players now don't get 3 rings, I don't want to hear nothing.
A three-peat's on the horizon. In 2014, Miami was back in the NBA Finals, facing the Spurs once again with history on their mind. But Wade was bad. Years of injuries and surgeries had finally caught up to him. There was no spring in his step. That legendary speed burst was gone. He was a shell of himself. The result? Miami got smoked in 5 as it marked the end of the Big 3 era in South Beach. That same offseason, LeBron made his way back home to Cleveland, leaving a crippled Wade to carry the burden in Miami. And even though he didn't have to, Dwyane took an $11 million pay cut to help the Heat rebuild a contender. But it never materialized. Over the next 2 years, Miami's empire collapsed. Wade couldn't carry a team like he once did, and the Heat knew it. Come the 2016 offseason, D-Wade's contract was up, and it was time to re-sign, hoping to finally get compensated after years of pay cuts and being severely underpaid. But no, Pat Riley lowballed him as they prioritized other players over the face of their franchise. This is the same guy who took the Heat.
And look what they did now. They probably should not even in the lead now. Barely did nothing. This the man who got 1, 2, 3.
From nothing to something to everything. Right. Sacrificing money, health, and his body over and over again to win championships for a franchise that just spat in his face. In fact, not once throughout his entire career was D-Wade the highest paid player on the Miami Heat roster. Did you hear him complain? No, he put his head down and went to work. Wade deserved every single penny, but management didn't think so. They overlooked him. Just days later, Dwyane left the only team he's ever known to sign with his hometown Chicago Bulls.
Yep.
He was gone. In his twilight years, D-Wade lived out his childhood dream of playing for the Bulls. A year later, he was off to Cleveland to team up with LeBron one last time before being shipped back to Miami to end his career. In 2019, Dwyane announced that he'd be retiring at the end of the season, setting this.
And I wish he would have never retired. I wish he had 2 more years in him, bro. At least about 2 more years, bro. He would have went out with the Lakers, won a caught a championship with LeBron again, and then he would have went back home and would have helped Jimmy Butler out, and then would have been out.
Stage for a well-deserved farewell tour. And for just a moment
he would have had 6 rings.
D-Wade could soak in the spotlight. He wasn't overshadowed by an injury, a teammate, or a contract dispute. This was all about him, receiving the love and recognition he had waited for his entire career.
Yep, and that's my GOAT, Dwyane Wade. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow our social media, pop on the screen. But y'all to the bottom of my heart, and I'm out. We're on the road to 500.